Media ecology refers to the state of media development in a social environment. It is an interconnected structure and can be divided into the following angles to understand: individual, relationships with other media, and society. And there are physical and mental effects on our human beings. Recently, when reading an article, we habitually look at the length of the article first. If it takes a long time to scroll to see the end, most people will choose to give up. Is it because we gradually lose the ability to read long texts? But why are people able to browse TikTok for hours without knowing time passes? And don't even feel tired and bored? The truth is that the content you see is recommended to you through the big data algorithm combined with your usual reading habits and content preferences. It can be said that what you see is what you like, and what you see is what you want to see. What we've really lost is the ability not to think. Well, literally, we become lazy. If we can't see the bursting point in sensory stimulation, we don't even want to think. In today's media ecosystem, the pace of real life has also accelerated a lot. If the article is relatively long, we may need to spend a lot of time to understand what happened. People may want to see the result rather than the process. Yes, Newton became a genius because of the apple. How does the medium change other media? 20 years ago, we saw people sitting in parks with newspapers in their hands. Then family and friends get together to discuss what news reports happened yesterday. The form of print newspaper is slowly disappearing today. People like to get news quickly online. For instance, we can now know in real time who won the World Cup through Twitter and TikTok. So this has also led to the fact that the newspaper industry is transitioning to digital. These news agencies have their own Twitter accounts and publish news on it. For example, like this. Since the invention of the internet, fewer and fewer people read print newspapers. Let's look this data. 1 in 5 adults says they frequently use social media to get news, a higher percentage than frequently using print newspapers, 16%. Instead of reading from print newspapers, it seems that when more people talk about the World Cup, they will tell their friends, "Come on guys, look at this on Twitter." Audience patterns have shifted to social media. How does the medium change society? Fiercely, Twitter exists so that we all have the freedom and right to speak in society. In the past, when there were no social media, ordinary people can only discuss political issues with those around them. But now it's different. Secondly, Twitter makes us see everything in our lives as content. It can connect people and increase mutual understanding between people. You can see the life shared by others even tens of thousands of kilometers away. However, there is also a lot of false information or fake news on Twitter, and it will hurt people mentally or physically. While these social media platforms have provided many conveniences for people to obtain and share information, it also becomes shortcuts for false information. Because of freedom of speech, no one restricts the promotion of false information. For example, during the epidemic, an information epidemic intertwined with various false information and panic has emerged around the world. It makes it difficult for people to find trustworthy sources of information, which may even be harmful to people's health. Also, Twitter makes everyone communicate online and reduces opportunities to communicate in real life. It affects young people's confidence in having normal relationships in real life. We live in a society that puts work and media consumption above everything else, and face-to-face time is either scarce or valued.